So, after a few weeks of sort of nothing, we finally have some very weird, but really exciting and interesting Series 13 news. So before I get into it, just remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this. So, on Amazon UK, and it's also apparently on Amazon US as well, a Doctor Who product has appeared called Doctor Who 2021 Event, which is a Titan comic, and it's a very real page by a very real Titan Comics writer, so this is a real product. However, there's no pictures or anything, and I think the title's probably just a stand-in for its actual title, but it's the description of this product which holds all the information about Series 13. Oh, and it will also become clear about how this Titan Comics graphic novel ties into Series 13. Anyway, just keep watching and you'll find out. So it starts off by saying this is a thrilling new Doctor Who graphic novel which stars fan favourite Captain Jack Harkness as he goes up against the insidious Torchwood Institute, which is all very standard. It's the kind of thing you'd expect from a Titan comic. And the general gist of the plot is it's saying that Jack is transported through a time window to 19th century Cardiff. Again. And he sets out to uncover what the Victorian-era Torchwood team are doing behind closed doors, hoping to solve the mystery of why these time windows are cropping up everywhere, and why he was sent back in the first place. Then it goes on to say that what he finds is unexpected, and will leave him needing some old friends to help him out. But then here comes the really interesting bit of this. After it says all of that, it says, bursting straight out of the long-running hit television series, this bold new tale ties in directly with episode 2 of the hotly anticipated Series 13. So, the events of this comic, in some way or another, tie in directly to episode 2. No idea how, but that leaves a lot of questions. Does this mean that Jack's in episode 2 and Torchwood as well? Quite possibly. Now, the thing from the description that jumps out at me first, which makes me see how this could potentially tie in, is it ends by saying what Jack discovers leads him to seek help from some old friends. So could this comic be a sort of prequel to episode 2, where what he discovers leads him to seek out the Doctor and Yaz again, and they come back in time to Victorian Cardiff to help him out? That would certainly be the most obvious way that these two things would connect. And the even stranger thing is this would run and be in line with what we've been seeing from filming, because there are a few filming photos from a few weeks ago of them filming, I think it was in Liverpool again. They were filming what seemed to be some sort of Victorian-like setting, and this would definitely line up with what this description is telling us about the comic. There was also another actor there, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was talking to Yaz, and I think Dan as well, and invited them in somewhere. So he could potentially be like someone in charge of the Victorian Torchwood. I think it's also very possible that Jack could be turning up in this episode. I think it was a few days ago he posted a video on like Twitter or Instagram or something of him seemingly getting like brown highlights in his hair and talking about alien transmissions and could anyone get him a doctor. And in the lead-up and publicity to Revolution of the Daleks, he said if Jack ever appeared after Revolution of the Daleks, then he'd like to see him with salt and pepper hair, i.e. grey hair, which is the colour hair he has, with brown highlights, which would definitely line up with the hair that he was getting. I never thought I'd base a whole theory on just hair. Although you would have thought that they would have filmed the majority or all of episode 2 by now, however they might have been scheduling that episode around when John Barrowman was free to film in this country, which would make sense. Another thing this could be is that the time windows mentioned in this could potentially be a major plot point of Series 13. I'm not saying story arc level, although it could be that the story arc is they're finding these time windows dotted about history and have got to solve them. But one of these things has to tie into the series somehow. But this is all very interesting. It's the first solid bit of Series 13 information we've got in a while. This potentially sets out a return for Torchwood in Doctor Who. And again, Captain Jack, though it wouldn't be surprising if Jack turned up again, but some weird new plot points have been mentioned here, which could make the series very interesting. Obviously, after Jack appeared in Series 12, it would also make logical sense for the next extension of that to be the return of Torchwood in some capacity, whether that be the modern day one or the Victorian Torchwood as suggested here. Obviously, Torchwood was originally set up by Queen Victoria herself with the sole intention of stopping the country of the UK from threats from outer space, and she saw the Doctor as one of those main threats. So this could even be another meeting with Queen Victoria herself. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself here. But I want to hear what you think. Leave what you think about this information down in the comments section below. Which parts of this comic do you think will tie in? And do you think it would be interesting to see a Victorian version of Torchwood? Whatever you think, remember to like and subscribe, and I've been Cyberman Alf, and from me for now, it's goodbye.